Hello everybody who is watching this video, and I am back with another one of these Paladins tier list thingies. This is probably going to be the last one that I'm going to do, and this one is just going to be my personal tier list more, of how good I personally think the champions are at whatever level with them I happen to be at. So this is a very opinionated list. So if you want to see like the actual like tier lists I made that I think are more accurate to the most people, you can go check out my other two tier lists that I have made for beginners and your average player. And I will link those in the description down below. But this is basically just my opinions on how good each of the champions are. So it's just very personal opinion, just in general. So yeah, completely opinionated. So it's just so you can hear out my opinions, because I thought that'd be a fun video idea to do. So starting off, Androxus, I'm going to put in the S tier. He is my favorite champion. He's my highest level. I believe he's level 34 at this point in time. And he has a very cool design. I like his kit. He can burst down people really easily, and the reversal is really nice. Somebody say uses an ult on you, like a Lian ult, or maybe a Lex ult, or something of that nature, and you can just throw it right back at them, and it's very satisfying. I love getting really good reversals off on people. And then Ashe, I'm going to put in B tier, because it's very satisfying when you are able to knock somebody off the map. And Ashe does it quite well, but you do sometimes fall off the map with her using her elbow bash, I have found occasionally. Actually, I think I might put her C tier for that. No, I'll keep her at B tier. I think she's good in the middle. Barrack, I'm also going to put at B tier. I like just building a little fort and just being able to stay there, because he has a lot of staying power. He's a good point tank. Bomb King, I really like Bomb King, and I'm trying to get good with him, but he's definitely a difficult champion to use consistently. Like, I've gotten some unofficial pentas with him, quite a few official quadra kills with him, like start of games and stuff, but like I think I have him at like level 18 maybe. So he's a very fun champion, but he's just like I don't like his personality as well. Like, I don't know if you call it personality, or just the fact that he just decided that he wanted to become a king one day, and he set out to do his dreams, and I appreciate that. So I'll put Bomb King in A tier. I quite like Buck. Buck is very fun. You can jump around with him, and you can get to I'd say he's probably the best champion for like quickly flanking. You can get from one area to the next very fast. Especially in like larger maps, you can just get right up on people very quickly, and I find that very fun. And he wins 1v1s very easily against pretty much anybody if he jumps onto them, except for obviously like tanks and stuff. He's not very great against like really high health tanks, but Buck is fun. Cassie, I'm going to put in the C tier, and I do play on console, so she's significantly less good on console because you have to have really good aim with her. It is kind of fun to be able to burst people. Her knockoff loadouts can be kind of fun, but I find it very hard to do really well with her. She's one of my lower level champions. So she's just okay. Dredge will put in the B tier. He's an okay champion. I'm glad that his ultimate got reset to 2,500 damage now, because before it was just pitiful. And it's kind of fun to just be able to fire into a crowd and do crazy amounts of damage. It's nice to see the numbers come up, but it's a little bit. He doesn't have any movement options, Well, he has the teleport, but he's a very stationary champion, I would say. Then we have Drogos. Unfortunately, I'm going to put him in D tier. I do like the fact that he like escaped like a higher dragon and then like started his own army. I think that's kind of a cool bit of lore. Um, I do quite like Drogos, and when I very occasionally do well with him, I really enjoy it. But a lot of the times, I just have such a hard time aiming the rockets, and it's just he's a very difficult champion for me, especially to use. And I think a lot of the same things apply to Eevee. Um, I like Eevee alright as a character, but again, she's very hard to use really effectively. You have to know like how far and how you're gonna long you're gonna wait for all the. It's just very hard champion in general. So yeah, I'm gonna put them at D tier. Not saying they're bad. I just personally don't enjoy playing them all that much. Then we have Fernando. I'm gonna put Fernando at B tier. I like a lot of the tanks at B tier because they're just like alright. I like Fernando's personality. He's kind of a funny character. Yeah, he's like he's just an okay, like he's just okay. So he's in B tier. Fear Furia I'm going to put in C tier because she has very lackluster damage when her meter is charged up. You know, the meter that like makes her fire faster. But when it is up, she does very good damage. But I personally really don't like having to wait for that to fill up. It's just very annoying to me. So I'll put her at C tier. Grok I'm going to put at A tier. Grok is a good damage plus healer champion, I think. And you can win a lot of 1v1s against people you wouldn't expect because he has the self heals and he has consistent damage and he's good against shields. He's very rounded character, I would say. Grover I also like because you can get some really cheap kills from very far away. Just like predictions, and it's very nice when you like see just huge damage numbers pop up. And he's really the only champion that can like fight against a say a Strix or a Kinessa at super long range. If you're good at dodging, because he has self heal. Anara, I'm gonna put at B tier. She did help me when I was in the earlier tiers of ranked a lot, because everybody would just insta lock damage or flank, of course. So Anara helped me quite a bit there. But other than that, she's not the most fun champion. Genos, I'll put at C tier. He's just okay. His healing's not that crazy. It can't really save a tank. I'd say Genos is good when you have a team of all damage and flank characters. Then he can like actually do a substantial amount of healing to them. And Khan I quite like. Khan was the first ever champion I played. Like my first game of Paladins, I actually remember. And I later looked it up on Paladins Guru. I did horrible that game, but I do like Khan. He has a few different like kind of I think you can use all of his talent cards, which I like that in a champion. Somebody might debate otherwise, but I think all of his talent cards are decent. Then we have Kinessa. I like Kinessa more than Strix actually, so I'm going to put her at A tier. It's just this fun sniper character. I think it's really all I have to say about that. And Koga, I think I would put him at B tier. Yeah. The claws are kind of fun. He's good for that one ammo challenge that was absolutely horrible. Last battle pass. Oh god. Then we have Lex. I'm gonna put him at A tier. I think it's fun just like seeking out somebody and like getting rid of them, and you can almost always beat them because because I like to run the talent that does 30% more damage. 30% is a lot more damage than you might think it is. So that's pretty fun with Lex, especially in like tight areas. Leanne, I don't like Leanne that much, especially since she got the nerf. I don't think she's just kind of a boring champion, sort of. Well, not boring, but she's just okay. Maeve, I like Maeve quite a bit. I'm not the best Maeve. I tend to kind of have a difficult time contributing to the team a lot with Maeve, but she's very fun when you can get some nice combos off and stuff like that. Makoa, I'm going to put in S tier. I like Makoa. I like my turtle boy. And it's very, I like that combo when you shoot, hook, shoot, and it almost always kills. You're almost always gonna kill a champion within the next shot, which is a very very good thing for a tank to be able to do. Provide that kind of offense, and I think Mako is very good, and a lot of tier lists he's still in the S tier, so I really like Makoa. Maldamba, I'm gonna put as C tier. Because stun Dama's alright, healing Dama is just so difficult. And even if you play it perfectly, it's still okay, but it's not the best. Moji, I think, I really like Moji. Moji's really, really bursty, pretty fun to just, with Boom Boom, you can just, beat a crowd with Moji. Moji's pretty fun. And I think I'll put Pip in B tier. Because he does have that self-heal if you want to go flanking. And he also has very good burst heals to save somebody. Although it does take a while to come back. Ruckus I'm going to put in D tier. I find Ruckus very boring. I just don't care for Ruckus at all. He's not that great of a tank anyways. I don't really care. I'll put Saris in B tier because her heals are very, very strong. You can get a lot of healing in a game with her. But her projectiles are very slow, which is kind of, And personally, I do quite like Shaolin. He's not the best champion, but I do like Shaolin. He's okay. Sky, I'll put in A tier because I very much so like sneaking up behind somebody and just destroying them very, very quickly. It's quite a fun thing to do. And as I said earlier, I like Strix less than Kinessa, so I'm going to put him at B tier. That's another sniper character, which admittedly he is stronger than Kinessa. I just personally like Kinessa more. Talus I'm going to put in C tier. I really dislike his design. I don't like how childlike it looks. I really don't like his winning animation face. I really don't like the design, but I think he is a fun character to use. Terminus, I like that he's just like a very big target with a really big shield. And the Revival Ultimate is a very interesting concept. He's an alright champion. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna put him at B tier. Yeah. Torvald, I'm gonna put at D tier. I don't really care about Torvald. He's just kind of annoying sometimes to fight against with the silence. Tyre, I'm gonna put at A tier. Throwing the fire on the point and just watching all the numbers come up and then just be able to burst some people down is pretty fun. Victor, it's nice to be able to just run around and get a kill and run back around and get a kill. And I like burst mode or cardio really. I think I'm more apt to go to burst mode at this point. And Vivian, I've started to like Vivian a little bit more lately. I still think she's a fairly boring champion, but she's very easy to play well with. Not the most fun champion, but she's okay. Willow's a pretty fun to fly up into the sky with her ultimate and stuff, and you can do a lot of area damage. Ying, I'm very neutral about Ying. Don't really have anything to say about Ying. I actually quite like Zinri. I'm gonna put him at like the top of B tier. Not that that means anything specifically. He isn't Zin's alright. He can win 1v1s. He can. I don't really like his whole concept, if you would call it, like his lore. Yeah, I don't really like his lore. I just don't really find it that interesting. So yeah, so that's what I don't like. But I do like his kit quite a lot. You can win 1v1s with it. And then we have Atlas. I'll put Atlas at B tier. He's just okay. Amani I'm gonna put at A tier because I'm not very good with Amani. I don't think Amani is a very strong character. So I like, well, actually at this point I think I'd put Amani in like, actually I think I might put her at C tier now. Because I was thinking like a few months ago her dragon was very fun to use. You could just like destroy everybody with the dragon. It was very fun to use her dragon, but now it's too slow. It has less health. She's I think she needs a buff in the next patch, definitely. Possibly to her base kit. I think her dragon's speed needs to go back up. And I think the health is fine where it is, but I think the dragon's speed needs to be returned to where it was. And then Io. I think I'd put Io at S tier. Maybe. She's like, Androxus and Makoa are definitely firmly in S tier. Moji and Io are kind of like on the border. Because I really like Io's ultimate, surprisingly. And you can just throw Luna on the point, and the stuns are really nice. And I think she's overall a very rounded champion between damage and healing and everything. So that is going to be it for this personal tier list. Again, I will link the other tier list down in the description below, so you guys can go check those out if you want to. And that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have a good day. See you.